This episode is brought to you by Paycor, the HR and payroll software made for leaders. It's never been harder to recruit, hire, and engage workers. That's why HR leaders and frontline managers depend on Paycor for all things people management, from onboarding and performance reviews to compensation and benefits. Learn more at paycor.com/leaders.
Hi, this is Shannon Storms-Bedore, Real Housewife of Orange County and entrepreneur. When my company, Real for Real, started selling our health products online, we struggled to ship our orders out quickly and without error. But ShipStation's simple dashboard made it easy to manage orders from every marketplace. Plus, with ShipStation, we get up to 84% off USPS and UPS rates. Automate your shipping with ShipStation. Go to shipstation.com/audio for a free 60-day trial. That's shipstation.com/audio.
This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 2425. Protect Yourself Against Identity and Credit Card Theft, Part 2, by Emily Guy Birken with PTMoney.com. And I'm your host and personal finance enthusiast, Diana Merriam. Today's post is actually a continuation from yesterday, so if you're new here, it'd be best to listen to yesterday's episode first. But if you're all caught up, let's hear Part 2 and continue optimizing your life. Protect Yourself Against Identity and Credit Card Theft, Part 2, by Emily Guy Birken with PTMoney.com. Here are 4 more strategies you can use to protect yourself from credit card theft. Number 1, photocopy the contents of your wallet. This is another strategy my father taught me. It's much easier to do now that most people have printers that also make photocopies. Make a copy of the front and back of everything you carry in your wallet. That way you know exactly what you've lost in the event that your wallet is stolen or goes missing. In addition, having photocopies means you have easy access to the phone numbers and account numbers. You'll need those if you need to call your credit card company to cancel your card. Obviously, keep these photocopies in a safe place, such as your home safe. Number 2, carry your credit card customer service phone number with you. The only problem with the photocopy method is the possibility of losing your wallet while you're traveling. That's why it's a good idea to also carry the toll-free customer service numbers with you. Then you know who to call in case of loss. The easiest option would probably be to program the toll-free number into your cell phone so that you can easily reach it. Or you could create an important phone numbers document that lives on your cloud storage platform of choice, like Google Drive or Dropbox. One important thing to note: when canceling a credit card, you'll be asked for the account number. However, it's clearly unsafe to carry this around, particularly if you have it stored with a toll-free phone number. Why make it easy for a thief to call and change your information? But if you're calling to alert your credit card company to a theft, you can prove your identity and account status even if you don't know your account number off the top of your head. So rest assured that simply having the phone number will be enough if you lose your card. Number 3, carry credit cards separately from your wallet. The thinking behind this trick is that you can minimize the likelihood of having your credit card stolen if it's separate from the rest of your wallet. While it's unfortunate to lose any cash you're carrying, it will not affect your future finances like credit card fraud can and will. The 2-wallet strategy. Here's how this strategy worked for me. I used to carry 2 wallets. One was a traditional wallet in which I kept cash, my debit card, my driver's license, and other forms of ID. The other was a small case designed as a business card holder in which I kept my credit card, gift cards, and receipts. On a trip to New York City, the credit card wallet was lifted out of my purse on the subway, and I did not notice the loss until I had returned home to Columbus, Ohio, since I was using cash on my debit card exclusively on the trip. On the one hand, carrying these 2 wallets turned out well for me. I only lost my credit card, and apparently the one purchase the thieves attempted to make before abandoning the card was large enough that it pushed my credit over the limit and was declined. However, I should have been carrying my second wallet, or just the credit card itself, closer to my person, like in a snug pants pocket. If you do use this strategy, learn from my mistake and keep your separate credit cards someplace more secure than I did. The digital wallet strategy. Another way to separate your credit cards from your wallet would be to load them onto your phone using a digital wallet like Apple Pay, Google Pay, or Samsung Pay. Some people are wary of this strategy because they don't like the idea of a thief getting both their phone and their credit cards if their phone is lost or stolen. However, many phones today offer strong encryption and can be locked down or wiped remotely. So keeping digital cards in your phone could, in many ways, be more secure than carrying all of your physical cards inside your wallet. Finally, for online purchases, you may want to consider using a virtual credit card number. And number 4, don't give out your information. The beginning of the film Identity Thief shows just how easy it is for thieves to fish for information. Melissa McCarthy's character calls her victim, pretending to inform him of potential fraudulent activity on his account and offering him free identity theft protection. He just needs to verify his information. This is the sort of phone call you might expect to receive from your bank or credit card, but no legitimate institution will ever call, email, or text you with a request for information verification. So unless you have placed the call to a phone number you know is legitimate, never give your credit card number, social security number, birth date, or other information to someone over the phone. Also, don't trust the number that you see on your caller ID, as phone numbers can be easily spoofed. If you do receive such a phone call alerting you to suspicious activity on your account, ask if you can take a phone number, which you can then double check, and you call them. The bottom line on protecting yourself against identity and credit card theft. Identity theft is one of the scariest boogeymen of the 21st century, and we have good reason to be frightened of the specter of identity theft. It can cost time and money and potentially much more. However, fear of identity theft or credit card fraud is no reason to feel powerless, nor is it something you have to spend a great deal of money to prevent. Taking a few simple and common sense precautions can help you keep your identity and credit cards safe, and it can help you to clean up a mess quickly in the unfortunate event that your personal information is stolen. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled Protect Yourself Against Identity and Credit Card Theft by Guy Birken with ptmoney.com.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
This episode is brought to you by Paycor. Paycor empowers leaders to build winning teams. With Paycor, leaders can recruit, onboard and train employees, set goals, and drive performance. If you're a leader, everyone depends on you. Who do leaders depend on? Paycor. Learn more at paycor.com/leaders.
I thought this was a great article on some simple ways you can protect your sensitive information. While I don't own a shredder because I'm pretty adverse to paper in general, if I really needed to, I'd probably shred documents at the library. Freezing credit is super easy, and just recently when I opened a new credit card, I simply put a temporary thaw on my freezes with all 3 credit bureaus. It took about 3 minutes. I just logged in, verified my identity, and scheduled a time frame for a temporary thaw. This was convenient because I didn't have to unfreeze and then remember to go back in and freeze my credit again. I simply use Google Password to generate and store all of my secure passwords, so I only have to remember one that I use for my Google account. And all of my documents are stored in my Google Drive. I also make sure to activate 2-factor authentication, but note that there are social engineering scams where hackers convince you they are someone you know, and then when a code gets sent to you as a text, they convince you to give it to them. A great example would be you get a text from what looks like your best friend who says they're locked out of their Facebook account and that they need you to help them get back in. A code is sent to you from Facebook and you give it to your friend. And now the hacker is in your account because the code was actually for your Facebook account, not your friend's. Now, could I be doing better when it comes to security? I'm sure I could, but I do feel like I'm probably doing good enough. If you want to learn more about cybersecurity, I recommend you listen to the Choose 5 podcast, episode 397, titled Securing Your Financial Life. And that's another episode of Optimal Finance Daily in the books. I'll be back with more for you tomorrow. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the Sunday show where your optimal life awaits.